We might be closer than we think to having robots that can do actual physical labor rather than just computing work. The company known as Figure has just revealed a mind-blowing demonstration of such a robot. This is Figure 1, a mind-blowing demonstration. Working together with the robotics company Figure, which is backed by Microsoft, OpenAI has created a humanoid robot that uses their advanced language models to communicate with people. The result is a robot that can see things, react to what's happening around it, and have conversations with people nearby. It's pretty amazing, but also kind of scary. Figure 1 was shown off in a video posted in March of 2024. The Figure 1 robot is seen talking with people in real time. In the video, a man asks the robot to hand him something to eat from the table. The robot replies in a way that's almost too human-like. Then, while it's throwing away trash, Figure 1 is asked to explain why it chose the apple, which it does without any problems. It chose the apple because it was the only edible thing on the table. It's pretty impressive to see it doing two things at once, thinking and cleaning up. Its explanation even added stutters and pause words. Figure 1 doesn't need someone to control it. It can make decisions all on its own, based on what's happening around it. This makes it way more advanced than Optimus, another robot made by Tesla, which hasn't been as impressive. How it works. Brett Adcock, the CEO of Figure, explained that Figure 1's cameras send information to a large vision language model made by OpenAI, and Figure's own networks also use images from the robot's cameras. OpenAI is also responsible for allowing computers to understand spoken words, and all this data is turned into quick, precise actions by Figure's networks. During the demo, the robot wasn't being controlled by someone else, and the video wasn't sped up. This is a big deal, especially considering that the partnership between the companies is less than 2 weeks old. Adcock said their aim is to teach a model to control robots like this on a huge scale, and at this pace, it won't be long before we see more. Breakdown. Corey Lynch, AI lead at Figure, explained the video in detail. He emphasized that all the things the robot does are learned, not controlled by someone else, and they happen at normal speed. They send images from the robot's cameras and words from what's said to a large model made by OpenAI, which understands both images and words. The model looks at the whole conversation, including past images, to figure out what to say next, and the robot says it back using text-to-speech. The same model decides what the robot should do next to follow a command, loading specific settings onto the computer chip and making it happen. When Figure 1 is linked up with a large pre-trained multimodal model from OpenAI, it gains some fascinating new capabilities. With this collaboration, Figure 1 plus OpenAI can describe its surroundings, employ common sense reasoning when making decisions, interpret vague requests, and explain its actions in plain language. For instance, it can determine that dishes on the table are likely to be placed in the drying rack next and respond appropriately when someone says they're hungry by handing them an apple. This integration with a pre-trained model gives Figure 1 a robust short-term memory, allowing it to understand the context of conversations and make informed decisions. For example, if Figure 1 is asked, "Can you put them there?" To respond accurately, Figure 1 needs to understand what "them" refers to and where "there" is located. This requires the ability to recall information from recent interactions. By analyzing the conversation's image and text history, Figure 01 can quickly devise and execute a plan, such as placing a cup and plate on the drying rack based on previous discussions. Now, let's dive into the hands-on stuff beyond language processing. All the moves are guided by neural networks called visuomotor transformer policies, which turn pixels into actions. These networks look at pictures from the robot's cameras 10 times a second and make 24 different moves, like wrist positions and finger angles, 200 times a second. This approach allows Figure 1 to perform fast, reactive behaviors that would be challenging to program manually, such as manipulating a deformable bag in various positions. The division of responsibilities within Figure 1's system is interesting. Figure 1's job is split into different parts to make things work well. First, smart models think about what to do based on what they see and hear. Then, Figure 1 uses what it learns to do things quickly and accurately. Finally, a controller makes sure Figure 1 stays safe while it works, like making sure it doesn't fall over. All these parts help Figure 1 do its job better. It can understand what people want, do tasks with its hands, and stay safe while it works. And with more practice, it'll get even better at helping out. Background. Figure's progress is amazing. Entrepreneur Brett Adcock started Figure in 2022, gathering experts from big companies like Boston Dynamics, Tesla, Google DeepMind, and Archer Aviation to make the first general-purpose humanoid robot that actually works. Their plan was simple. First, build a complete humanoid, then make it perform human-like tasks, and finally, get it working alongside people. They planned for the humanoid to walk on 2 legs, climb stairs, and move around like we do. With hands and body mechanics like ours, it'll use tools and do all sorts of jobs. Adcock wasted no time. By March 2023, Figure had over 40 engineers from top places like Boston Dynamics, Google X, Florida Institute for Human and Machine Cognition, Waymo, Tesla, and more. They were moving fast. By October 2023, Figure 1 was walking and doing basic tasks all on its own. In just a year, they showed off a video of it walking, and it looked pretty good compared to other robots out there at the time. Figure's focus is practical. They're not worried about fancy stuff like running or doing backflips. They want their robot to start working right away, doing simple jobs like moving stuff in a warehouse. Later, it'll learn to do even more. Figure is diving into the world of general-purpose robot workers as fast as Adcock's previous company Archer did in the eVTOL industry. In a short clip, the Figure prototype moves pretty smoothly and quickly, unlike Tesla's Optimus prototype, which seemed a bit wobbly back in May 2023. Fast forward to early 2024, and the robot gained some serious intelligence with its ability to work a coffee machine. It was all set to join the workforce at BMW by mid-January. Now, this robot can watch humans working, figure out how to do the tasks, and then do them all on its own. General-purpose humanoid robots have to be a jack of all trades. They've got to know all the tools and tricks we humans use and be just as flexible in all kinds of workplaces. They won't be much help if they need a squad of programmers to teach them every new task. They've got to watch and learn on their own. And thanks to multimodal AIs, they're making huge leaps in that direction. These companies aren't just tinkering around in labs. They want real products out there, making money and getting stuff done. Adcock had hoped to have the one robot up and running and doing useful tasks at Figure's headquarters by the end of 2023. While that didn't happen, a robot that can watch and learn is still a big deal. Now, the demo might not seem super impressive. It's just the Figure robot making coffee with a Keurig machine. The Figure robot follows verbal orders, handles a coffee pod, and brews a cup, although the human still plays quite a significant part. But that's not the real breakthrough. What's impressive is that it only took 10 hours of video study for the robot to be able to act independently, adding a new skill to its repertoire. What's crazy is that this skill is also transferable to other Figure robots through swarm learning. In February of 2024, we caught a glimpse of it on the warehouse floor, just before Figure's successful Series B funding round and collaboration with OpenAI. This partnership hints at what's to come. So, what's the future looking like for Figure? Figure AI, valued at $2.6 billion, has backing from heavyweights like Jeff Bezos, Microsoft, and Intel. They aim to create robots that can tackle everyday tasks solo. While mechanical advancements have been impressive, the integration with advanced language models like this is groundbreaking. Don't expect humanoid robots to clock in at the office or gossip by the water cooler anytime soon, though. However, factories with robotic workers are on the horizon, and Amazon is leading the charge. On the other hand, the sort of costs associated with these types of technologies have reduced significantly over the years, making it cheaper to build robots. So things might happen sooner rather than later. Let us know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this.